understand since how long Mr. Harnath Chakravarti, who is the lieutenant and a film director and the lieutenant of today, Mamata Banerjee, becomes so sensitive about Stalin?
So you're saying
And
that's a
Stalin,
farce?
many people have made the film. They have made the film. I think in the under the garb of, you see, using the word of Stalin, because certain comments were made against the Stalin. Mamata, the Regional Film Certification Council, which is the full band under the state government control, because in the structure of the Film Censor Board, regional boards are under the state government, and the state government nominates the people in the board, and they're all the
so
members.
why has the film been
they
censored?
Have said it.
Okay, so Stalin is an excuse. Interesting. And you haven't fallen for the bait.
Certainly are.
You haven't fallen for the bait.
Arnabji,
I understand that.
the Arnabji is certainly an excuse.
For me,
it's a camouflage.
I don't understand why we treat politicians, whether in our country or foreign politicians, as holy cows, that we cannot criticize them. This is why this arm's length distance has to be maintained. Can I ask you, Suman, is your film directly critical of Mamata Banerjee, of the Singur movement?
No, I think that that's a totally wrong conception, and whatever they have said that have distorted history. There's one point in the note which was given to me that I have distorted history by presenting the oath-taking ceremony of Mamata Banerjee in a different light, in a negative light. But actually telling you, Arnab, the scene which I have shot, it is that in the television, this oath-taking ceremony is going on, and there's a person who is watching this ceremony. He doesn't, he has body language which is dispassionate, and he is looking bored. He yawns.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that I'm distorting the history.
No, but what's wrong with that? I'm sorry, I want to debate that with you.
I don't know.
Why are you on the defensive? Ashok, should Suman Mukhopadhyay be on the defensive on that? What if somebody is bored and is yawning during an inaugural ceremony? I mean, what is so completely blasphemous about that?
First of all, I think the members of the censor board, those who view these films, they seem to singularly lack a sense of humor, for one. And number two, as you said very rightly, there are no holy cows.
Yeah, precisely.
I mean, we should be able to criticize the government. After all, you're doing it on your media. Times Now is being far more critical, or NDTV. So what is the problem of filmmaker? I made a film called Shantiniketan, and the censor sort of ripped into me for the same reason. Why can't we say something against our government? Why can't we say something against the left government? Why can't we say something against the union government or the BJP government? Why can't we support Zafar Panahi? Why can't we support Vinayak said? The moment we say that I used Koteshwar Rao's name and they said that that's blasphemous, you shouldn't mention his name. I think the censor board members are mistaking their positions as members of the National Film Jury. They are not in a position to make creative decisions. They are simply there to certify. They are not even allowed to ban any film. There is no question of any banning under the Indian rules of censorship. They have to certify. So how can
I find this
certificates? I think this is ridiculous.
I find this completely, and I'm not one who's going to censor myself. I find this a completely ridiculous argument. That you say the way the Honorable Chief Minister's oath-taking ceremony was shown, it seems distortion of history and may hurt many common people of West Bengal and create sensation. I mean, by this logic, Suman Mukhopadhyay, you should not be doing a film. You should first do a market research survey of who's going to like what. And then on the basis of your survey, you make your film. You don't make a film that way. I don't know whether we should laugh or cry.
We are all, I know, I actually disappointed about these prejudiced people in the censor board who have been nominated by the state government, and they are actually hangers-on, they are lackeys, and they want to, I don't think Mamata Banerjee has any direct contact with this. These are the people who are supposed to certify the film. They're getting prejudiced, and they are lackeys of the government, and they want to be close to the government, so they're making these ridiculous decisions about the film.
And they seem to be like Don Quixote, they're creating those windmills, and they're charging those windmills when there aren't any, you see. I mean, they are creating their own problems. How can they assume what will go down well with the audience or not? How can they say things like distorting history? This seems a creative decision of the director.
I think that they have lost the sense of humor. I agree that it is the character which is played by Kobir Shumon. It's a primordial talking crow who jocularly, very wittingly say that why the Tatars went away from the state and why this claim of the government of making Kolkata London. It said jocularly. That meant no harm to anybody, no insult.
So what's wrong with that?
And they are
no, what's wrong with that? I don't understand. Didn't the Tatars? Didn't the Tatars leave? Didn't the Tatars leave? I mean,
they did.
But why are you on the back foot? One second, getting a couple of reactions to what you're saying. Atul Kumar Anjan, before I come to you, I'd like to go across to Rahul Ishwar. Yes, Rahul, you were saying something.
Arnabji, one very important point. Of course, the points here raised are very relevant. There are no holy cows, but we should remember there are some Lakshmana Rekhas too. For example, the hate movie, Innocence of Muslims. It is outrightly derogatory. It is outrightly a hate movie. We cannot promote movies with such content. So that's the reason why I said there are hate movies, there are so-called free speech, and there are controversial element in between. While the space for controversial, debatable movies should exist, we should not censor the idea of censoring at all. We should not wish away the idea that there are Lakshmana Rekhas.
So there are political censorship. It is unacceptable in a free country.
We should not forget.
It's a political censorship. It is unacceptable in a free country. It is where the censor board begins to become more loyal than the king. And where the censor board begins to, clear movies based upon whether the chief minister or the political party in power is going to like it. I mean, who cares if a political party in power likes it?
That's true.
That way we will have no newspapers and channels either.
That's true.
If we have to take political parties' approval before what we do. And certainly not movies.
You will definitely be banned.
Thank you for your best wishes, Rahul Ishwar. Thank you for your best wishes, that also on live television. My question is, Atul Kumar Anjan, you wanted to say something.
Compliment.
Yeah.
I just want to draw Arnab one point. Earlier also Teen Kanya film on the Park Street, you see, rape case. It was not taken by with a good humor, or it is not taken by the Mamata government, and it was stopped screening. I just want to tell Mamata and their henchmen that please understand, there was a period when Prakash Jha made a film Ganga Jal. That whole film was based on the Lalu Yadav's regime and all that, and many discrepancies were say sarcastically. People accepted. Lalu Yadav didn't go to the court, and he didn't try to stop the film. Later on, I tell you, latest film of Prakash Jha, Chakravyuh, where he has shown the Naxalite and Maoist, and the entire state was questioned by that. Red flags were shown. This film song is that, and all very, very big things. And there was a Mehengai Dine Khaye Jate. Very sarcastic songs were there, which was never stopped.
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong? We'll take the life force out of our democracy if we start getting into those areas.
Yes, it is good. So I want to say to Mamata and their henchmen, please accept democracy through democratic way. Due to the democratic process, you have come to the power, and now those people, the intellectuals, Mahashweta Devi and many others, those who were with you in the movement in Singur and all that, and now many references.
So you've learned from your experience. So you've learned from your own mistakes.
You are not ready to accept that one.
Mr.
And you
Anjan,
are trying to strangulate the people involved in art
Mr.
and
Anjan,
in West Bengal.
Mr. Anjan, you learned from your own mistakes. I love contemporary history, and my recent experience tells me that in 2006, Poshu Kumar first staged in 2006 a political Bengali drama produced by a Bengali theatre group directed by Arpita Ghosh, Bengali adaptation of George Orwell's Animal Farm. The political administration tried to ban the staging of this drama because of its political sensitivity and the upcoming elections. I am not raising this to balance it out, but you did this as recently as 2006, and it can be said that had you not made those mistakes, you would not be out of power in Bengal today.
I think, Arnab, very earnestly I want to say.
Sir, I am telling you a fact,
and I want to tell...
Sir, I am telling you a fact,
I want to tell my other...
I am telling you a fact, sir.
Party friends also.
Sir, I want telling you a fact, sir. A very senior CPM leader, Rupchand Pal, played a lead role in the protests against this particular theatrical... So all your sensitivity is all right because you are in the opposition now. When you were in power, you were doing exactly the same thing. Now you are completely reformed.
No. There is a,
Yeah, so
there is
that
a difference.
I want to, however, go to. I want to. No, I want to get Shuman Mukhopadhyay.
Happened.
No, Shuman Mukhopadhyay.
When Singur happened.
When
When Arnab, just let me one
Sir,
word.
Suman
When
Mukhopadhyay, I
Singur
want to ask him, sir,
happened,
he's
I
the
was
person in
first
trouble. He's the person in trouble. His film is not being released. Suman, I want to ask you here, why are you on the back foot? Maybe the whole country will support you. Why is your lead actor, who's also an MP, Kabir Suman, saying this film says nothing about the CM or Singur movement, the swearing-in ceremony, I don't know why they are doing this. You know, by this kind of statement, it seems that you're already on the back foot. Why don't you want to fight it out?
We are not at all. No, actually, we are saying what is there in the film. I think somebody is overreading the film. I think actually there is not a single word has been mentioned about Singur movement.
Not directly, but you know what is wrong? What is
No. It was not. I think we are totally front foot. We are going forward with the film, and I have not accepted any change which has been recommended by the committee, and I will keep that position, my position as a filmmaker, that I have the right as a filmmaker in this democratic country to talk about political movements, to criticize political people, and also have a strong critic about any political issues. I'm not going any back foot, I'm not being defensive, I'm just saying that what is there in the film. I think Kabir Suman is also saying the same in the film. Because we have not made any attempt to, kind of insult any social movements or, talk and given any comment. There is one person who is planning to make a multinational company, which is a funny attempt. So his father, who is played by Kabir Suman, he is commenting on his son that even Tatars have to go away from Bengal. How are you conceiving?
So it's all right.
Yeah.
So even if you said it, it's all right.
It's all right. I'm totally all right. I don't think I've not done anything wrong.
No, you haven't done anything wrong. Yes. I don't know. I mean, where you can criticize anyone. For all you know, you can criticize you can make your next film criticizing all news anchors, including me. It's perfectly all right. That's your right to do so.
Yes.
Is it, Ashok? Isn't there a bigger message here?
That is the spirit. That is the spirit. I think so.
Yes.
There's a bigger message here. You know, we've been talking about Kerala, West Bengal. There's a bigger story here. I think a fight back is required, isn't it?
Yes, in fact, this is very much related to what's happening in Kerala. This censorship is just an incidence of a kind of a general rule that if you are not pandering to the powers that be, if you do not play according to the rules of patriarchy, if you do not toe the line politically, then you have to be rooted out like vermin, and that they are doing at every level, at the social message level, at the Facebook level, at the ordinary civil level, at the public level. So as you say, a great deal of fight back is required. In fact, Kamal Malsat is about one such revolution by a group of subalterns. But unfortunately, that revolution doesn't take off. But the message behind that revolution is extremely potent. I think it is that kind of revolution that we require.
Absolutely. I think the day filmmakers stop representing and talking about the contemporary reality, including the political reality of our country, our cinema and our art will be dead. I thank you very much. 110 people booked for sharing a derogatory comment in Kerala, a film banned for being seen to be critical of the Mamata Banerjee government in Bengal. What on earth is going on? Where's this new moral policing taking us? Gentlemen, thank you for that debate on the News Hour tonight.